Next topic is the type of testing and the level of testing. So basically, we being by testing in the small module towards move towards the testing in the large parameter. So in this case, we already know about the software testing. It is a process of executing the program or the particular application with the intent of the finding the software bugs. So basically, the level of testing includes a different methodologies that can be used for conducting the software testing method. So in which we have to study the different levels of software testing. So first one is a unit testing, integration, validations, and system testing. So this is the testing strategy, but in which phase of software development life cycle we can refer that testing process. So in coding parameter, we have to refer the unit testing while we design the interface. So we have to consider the integration testing. If we consider the requirement analysis, then we have to check or apply the validation testing on the given parameter. After that, if it is concerned with the system engineering, then we have to follow the system testing. So basically, the different level of testing are used in the testing process. For each level of testing, which is aims to test the different aspect of the software system. So basically, the main level of software testing are the functional testing, which refers to the activity that verify the specific action or the specification or the function of the code, where the functional testing tends to the answer the question that if we consider the question, can the user do this particular uh, task or not? So basically, the functional testing refers to the aspect of the software testing that may not be related to the specific functions. The user actions such as the scalability or the performance of the system. Next one, the behavior of the system under the certain constraint. So basically, we can concern with the unit testing. So unit testing is the type of testing in which we have to divide the single module. If we consider this is your program, this is the module A, then divide this module into the smaller parts. For example, module A1, A2, A3. Means we have to divide the large program into the three sub part, and single code of program or the single unit or the single module called as a unit. So we can test the single module individually in the unit testing. So basically, this is the type of testing technique are applied to defect finding or the detect the error from each software component individually. Means we have to apply the testing on the single module individually here. So this is the example of software testing in the unit testing. So basically, the unit testing is the having two parameters, stub and drivers. So basically, in unit testing, the individual component are tested independently to ensure that the quality of the product. So basically, it focused to uncover the error in the designing and the implementation phase. So the various tasks or the various tests are to be conducted during that unit testing, in which we have to all error is hidden path should be tested. Means each and every path of the given module is tested. All the independent part are tested for ensuring all the statements in the module has been covered or has been executed at least once. So in that, we again check the particular boundary condition are tested. Next, we have to consider the module interface as to be tested for the proper information flow in and out of the particular program. Means how to the particular system can accept the input or not, or display the particular output value or not. Each and every parameter we have to test individually on the given module. If we consider this is your source program, this is your source program, and this is the different modules. So we have to test that particular module individually, and we have to apply the different test cases on the given module. So in which we have to consider the stub and drivers. So basically drivers and stub of the software that needs to be developed to test the incomplete software. Means whenever we have to apply the single or testing on the single module, it need to be considered. It is the half module. It is not fully completed module. So it required some initial software, and for displaying the output value software is required. So this is the dummy software which is required for executing the particular testing process on the given module. Therefore we need the stub and drivers. So basically the drivers is the program that accept the test data and print the relevant result. Means it is the dummy program which is used to accept the particular test data and print the relevant result. And the stub is the program which is use the module interface and performs the minimum data manipulation if it is required. Means whenever we consider, आता ड्रायव्हर्स कशासाठी यूज होतो की हे एक सिंगल मॉड्यूल आहे, याचा जो पण टेस्ट डेटा असेल तो ऍक्सेप्ट करायचा आणि तो डिस्प्ले करायचा. मीन्स वी हॅव टू चेक द रिझल्ट ऑफ दॅट मॉड्यूल विथ द हेल्प ऑफ दिस डमी मॉड्यूल. आणि स्टब कशासाठी असतं, इफ द पर्टिक्युलर मॉड्यूल रिक्वायर्ड सम प्रोसेसिंग डेटा, तर तो स्मॉल प्रोसेसिंग डेटा एक्झिक्यूट करण्यासाठी, तो प्रोसेस करण्यासाठी त्याला एक डमी मॉड्यूल लागणार आहे. मग त्याच्यात एक्झिक्यूट होऊन इथे इनपुट व्हॅल्यू दिली जाईल. आफ्टर दॅट दे एक्झिक्यूट द कंटेंट्स or the statements. So both are the dummy programs which is used for the unit testing. So basically the stuff, it is a sub program that uses the module interface and performs the minimum data manipulation if it is required. Okay, हे दोन्ही पण काय असणार आहे तुमचे डमी प्रोग्राम्स. कशासाठी एक्झिक्यूट होणार आहे, ह्या जो पण एक सिंगल मॉड्यूल आहे त्याचा आयदर इनपुट प्रोसेस करून देण्यासाठी किंवा आउटपुट डिस्प्ले करण्यासाठी. इथे काय यूज होतो स्टब, इथे काय यूज होणार आहे ड्रायव्हर टू रिट्राइव्ह द टेस्ट डेटा अँड डिस्प्ले द आउटपुट. आणि स्टब कशासाठी यूज होणार आहे टू परफॉर्म द मॅन्युप्युलेशन ऑफ द पर्टिक्युलर इनपुट इन्फॉर्मेशन इफ इट इज रिक्वायर्ड. तर तो काय होणार आहे त्याच्यासाठी यूज होणार आहे. So basically the unit testing is simplified when the components with the high functions is designed. So in which in such a way that the particular design number of testing test cases are less than one, we can easily predict or the uncover error. Means whenever we apply the number of input value on the given module, we can reduce the costing of the testing, and at the earlier stage we have to focus on the particular bug which is occur in the given program. So the different errors are identified while the unit testing. So different types of error we have to concern. In that we have to incorrect arithmetical procedure, then inaccuracy we have to measure in the particular unit testing. After that we have to compare the different data types or the different input value for the given module. This is the unit testing for in the level of software testing. So next we have to consider the integration testing. In unit testing we have to check the individual module, okay, but in the integration testing we have to combine that module 1 and 2. After create an interface between this module, they are combined, and ready to share the contents. So in the integration testing, we have to test that interface. Okay. So in the integration testing, we have to consider the interface of the different module, and we have to check whether the output of the one module is accepted as an input to the another module or not. So this is the integration testing. Basically, the group of independent components are tested together to ensure that the quality of their integration unit. So basically, the objective is to take the unit testing components and build a program structure that has been detected by the software design. So basically, it is focused on the integration. So integration testing is to uncover the error in designing parameter and the construction of the software architecture. So basically the integration testing, we have to concern with the integrated function and the operation at the subsystem of your particular testing level. So in which we have to concern, or we have to focus on the interface and the interaction between the different modules. So the resource integration environment of integration, we have to test it, or we have to test in the particular integration testing. So basically the integration testing having the different types. It is also called as a Big Bang approach. For all the components, we have to combine in advance. And after combining the different components or the different modules, we have to check the flow of execution with the help of interface. So basically, the integration testing is divided into the different parts. First one is the non-incremental integration, which also divided into the Big Bang approach. And second one is the incremental integration. This again divided into the three subparameter: top down integration, bottom up integration, and bidirectional integration. So first we have to consider the non-incremental integration, means Big Bang integration. So basically the Big Bang integration approach is the non-incremental approach, means there is a no sub parameter or the sub module is added in the given task. So basically the all component is added at once, and then we have to apply the testing. Means in incremental we have to combine that module, we have to test that interface. After that again we have to combine that single module into next one, means we have to add the particular next module in each increment of the testing level. But in the Big Bang approach, we have to combine all the components or the module in advance. So the entire program is tested at once, means whole program is tested at once. So we have to consider the set of error is selected or the tested as the whole component. So basically the correction is difficult because the isolation of the particular causes is कॉम्प्लिकेटेड बाय द साइज ऑफ एंटायर प्रोग्राम. म्हणजे आता याच्यामध्ये कसं करणार, इन्क्रीमेंट म्हणजे काय की दोन मॉड्यूल कंबाईन केले, याचा इंटरफेस चेक केला, मग हे सिंगल मॉड्यूल झालं, अगेन दे हॅव कंबाईन विथ द अनदर वन, त्याला म्हणतात इन्क्रीमेंटल अप्रोच. पण बिग बँग इट इज नॉट इन्क्रीमेंटल. जेवढे पण मॉड्यूल तुमचे अवेलेबल आहे सिस्टीम मधले ते सगळे एकसाथ कंबाईन करायचे आणि होल प्रोडक्ट टेस्ट करायचं. सो बिकॉज ऑफ दॅट इट द कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी ऑफ टेस्टिंग इज गेट इन्क्रीज. So ultimately costing of testing is also increased because of the error finding or the bug finding is quite difficult, and resolving the bug is quite difficult. So it is basically hard to debug. Next one, so it is not easily isolate the error in the given module because the whole module is tested at once. This is the disadvantage of the particular Big Bang approach. But the advantage is it is quite simple to test because at once we have to combine the product, so there is no efforts is required for conducting the Big Bang testing. So next one is the incremental approach. So in which we have to consider first one is a top down approach of integration. So basically the top down integration is the incremental approach in which the module are integrated by moving down to the particular control structure. Means we have to consider the example here, the module A is combined with module B. Again, they have combined with the module 3. So basically, the module subroutine to the main control module are incorporated into the system in their a depth first and the breadth first manner. Means in your data structure, we have to study how the execution of the particular content. Depth first and breadth first of the particular uh, execution of the module in the particular manner. So basically the integration process can be performed using the following steps. So first we have to consider the main control module is used to consider the test driver and stub is considered as a substituted for the all modules, and directly subroutine or the subordinates of the particular main module. Means we have to consider the example here, the top-down integration with the help of depth first approach is adopted. Then we have start the integration module. For example, M1, then we have to integrate with M2, then we have to integrate with M3, M4, M5, M6, M7. Means we have to follow the top to down approach here. So in the breast first approach is adopted, then we have to integrate the module M1. हे काय होतं? Depth first approach. If we refer the breast first approach, then we have to concern M1 is, after that we have to combine M1 with M2, then M3. Again, we will integrate this module into the particular M2 is integrated with M4, M5, M6, and M3 is integrated with M7. So this is the approach through which we have to consider the top-down integration testing. But the main problem in the particular top-down integration testing, it can be detected at the earlier stage of the module as a topmost layer is created first. In that we have to create the topmost module first. So the detection of the error is quite difficult. Next one, if we consider the framework is created at the topmost layer, our feasibility of the program can be detected at the early stage. This is the advantage. And disadvantage of the top-down integration, it cannot be tested perfectly as every time, because the stub are replaced with the real module. The stub is the dummy program, so always the stub is not correct at every stage. But whenever we have to replace that stub with the actual module, then it is quite difficult to analyze the particular module is gives the accurate result or not. So it is the disadvantage of top down integration testing. Next one is the bottom up integration testing, in which the models at the lowest level are integrated first, and we have to then integration is done by moving the upward direction. Means lower module is integrated first, then they have combined with the upper module, and again they have combined with the upper. Means it moving towards the upper side. So basically the bottom up integration process can be carried out with the help of different steps. So first step is the low level modules are combined into the cluster that performs the specific software sub-functions. What is mean by cluster? The cluster having the combination or the group of modules which having the same function or which having the same property. They are combined into the unit. Next one is a driver program is written to coordinate the test case as an input and output. So after combining that low level module, then we have to create a driver, means we have to create a dummy program which is coordinate or which is used to coordinate the test case input and test case output data. So third one, after preparing that cluster and driver, we have to test the whole cluster individually, test that cluster. And last one is we can remove that driver and cluster are combined moving towards the actual structure. म्हणजे काय, जर माझा हा लोअर लेवल प्रोग्राम आहे, हे दोन मॉड्यूल मी कंबाईन केले, त्याच्यानंतर वी हॅव टू प्रिपेअर म्हणजे वी हॅव टू क्रिएट अ क्लस्टर. क्रिएट अ क्लस्टर मीन्स वी हॅव टू कंबाईन द two modules. Then we have to write a driver program. After writing the driver program, we have to execute that particular testing on the given cluster. After executing the testing process, we have to remove that driver and we have to use that module and connect with the upward direction module. This is the basic process which is executed in the bottom of integration testing. So basically, the starting at the bottom of hierarchical means it is quite critical module are created and tested first. If this module are working perfectly, then only they have to integrated with the upward direction module. So it is the advantage of bottom up integration testing. Then stub are created first and test the condition can be easily identifying and created. So it is also a advantage of bottom up approach. Then the particular program as the entity does not exit until the last module is added. This is the disadvantage of your bottom up integration testing. So basically the testing begins from the bottom and there is no partially working module that can be represented to the customer. मीन्स काय, तुम्ही खालच्या डिरेक्शनने म्हणजे डाऊनवर्ड मॉड्यूल्स पासून अपवर्ड कडे येत आहे. सो देर इज नो सिंगल मॉड्यूल इज रेडी टू रिप्रेझेंट इन फ्रंट ऑफ द कस्टमर. So this is the disadvantage of bottom of integration testing. Next one is the third one is the bidirectional integration testing. So in bidirectional integration testing is the combination of both up, down and bottom up integration. So in which we have to consider the testing process in the both direction, from up and from the down. So it is also called as a sandwich integration testing. So basically the process of bidirectional testing having the n number of steps. In this type of testing, the testing begins from the middle layer of the particular module. So when we consider the bottom up approach is used, the testing is done from the middle layer to the upper layer. And when we have to use the top down approach, then in this case we have to concern the particular testing is used in done from the middle layer to the bottom layer. Means at the middle stage we have to consider the particular testing procedure. For example, there is the module M1, M2, M3, M4, M5, M6, M7, M8, M9. So consider the program structure here. So module M1, M2, M3, M4, M6 will be tested separately. The bidirectional integration performed initially with the help of stub and driver. So whenever we use the stub, which use the downward module that can be connected, and using the driver, we have to use the upward module that to be connected. जर मी डाउनवर्ड डिरेक्शनचे मॉड्यूल्स यूज केले तर मी स्टब यूज करते फॉर टेस्टिंग पर्पज, and मी upward directionचे module use केले, then we have to use the driver for the testing components. So driver and the stub are the discarded after executing that particular individual testing of M1, M2, M3, M4, M5 and M6. Then we have to consider when the module M7, M8 and M9 become available for both the M1 and remaining module. जर मी हे इंडिव्हिज्युअली टेस्ट करते तेव्हा माझे हे 3 मॉड्यूल आहेत का नाही. सो दे रिक्वायर्ड दी डमी मॉड्यूल्स, म्हणजे स्टब आणि ड्रायव्हर्स यूज केला मी. ओके, बट वेन वी रिमूव्ह दॅट पर्टिक्युलर स्टब अँड ड्राईव्ह, when the particular M1, M8 and M9 is available for the remaining module for the testing. So the integration can be carried out with the help of following steps. If we consider the bottom up approach, then we have to consider M7, M2, M3, M4 are combined. We have to create a group of that. Then M8 and M5, again we have to combine that, M9 and M6. If we use the top down approach, we have to concern with M1, M7, M2, M3 and M4. This is the combination M1, M7, M2, M3, M4. Next group is M1, M8 and M5. And last group is M1, M9 and M6. This is the bottom up and this is the top down approach. This is the concept of integration testing, which includes the top down approach, bottom up approach and bidirectional approach. This is the incremental approach, and the big bang is the non-incremental, in which we have to combine the all components in advance and we have to test the whole module individually.